Hello, everyone. We are in a MOOC Swayam course on nationalism and constitutional growth in India, 1858 to 1920. Is In the very last lecture, I was talking about arrival of Gandhi, that how Gandhi changed the entire course of history through his various kinds of introduction of concepts like satyagraha, truth and non-violence, and also very peaceful kind of resistance, which in a way made British Raj to bow down and succumb to his demands on various stages. So today we will be extending the further discussion on Gandhi, where we will learn that how Gandhi employed certain techniques in many of the peasant movements, and also one of the mill strike in Ahmedabad. So we'll see all those events one by one. Um, so as in the last lecture, I said that Gandhi's return to India and emergence as a nationalist leader, in a way, filled the vacuum because of the departure of Gokhale and Tilak. Tilak, of course, is staying, but Tilak is gradually kind of, because of the Home Rule League and various other processes, because of the Rowlatt Act, one of the very punitive and draconian kind of law, which led revolutionary activities becoming slow, and also the very Jallianwala Bagh to some extent demoralized the Indian freedom leaders. But Gandhi has already entered, and because he was given the suggestion that if Gandhi wants to know India, then he has to make a tour of India to be aware about that what is the weaknesses and the strength. And in that process, Gandhi is touring, and because Gandhi arrived in 1915. Initially, Gandhi seemed uncertain in Indian politics, while even supporting the British war effort and recruiting soldiers for the British Indian Army. Gandhi's activities in South Africa, in Transvaal, in Natal, and various other, kind of, community processes and fighting for the rights of Indians, and as well as also for the black people. Uh, Gandhi gradually felt that his entire activity of recruiting soldiers for the British Indian Army is not going to bring any kind of change. It's not going to bring Swaraj that Gandhi has already written the text in 1909 called Hind Swaraj, where the very idea of self-rule has been propagated through his writings, and in a way, uh, Gandhi criticized British officials for high-handed acts and addressed grievances of the peasantry in Bihar and Gujarat. And particularly, I am focusing here on Champaran 1917 and Kheda 1918. So, and because of the Rowlatt Acts, which marked a turning point, Gandhi revealed estrangement from the British Raj and announced a satyagraha struggle, and his very non-violent non-cooperation movement against the British gained momentum. So Gandhi, in fact, was a man of a character, because Gandhi's entire aura of understanding, particularly from Leo Tolstoy to John Ruskin and many others, had an influence, and also, of course, religious teachings, as we dealt in the last lecture. So, and particularly, because of the non-cooperation and civil disobedience and setbacks in 1922, Gandhi had to, call off the satyagraha. And of course, Gandhi was tried for sedition and sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. Then he was released in February 1924 after undergoing surgery for appendicitis. Um, you know, Also, talking about changing political landscape, Congress party got a split into factions during Gandhi's imprisonment. The very unity between Hindus and Muslims got dissolved. Gandhi attempted to reconcile communities and undertook a 3-week fast in 1924 to promote non-violence. Um, Also, returning to party leadership, Gandhi became president of the Congress Party in December 1924, focused on uniting warring communities and reviving the spirit of non-violence. Uh, Talking about Gandhi's post-prison leadership and resurgence, Gandhi emerged as a dominant figure in Indian politics. He transformed Congress into a mass organization rooted in small towns and villages. Gandhi's, in fact, message was imperfection of Indians, not British guns, kept the country in bondage. I mean, similar like that what Gandhi echoes, that what even Jyotiba Phule at once, said these similar kind of, sentences while talking about the misery of the uh, people of Shudra community. So, Gandhi's non-violent, non-cooperation movement was a kind of Gandhi's program, which included boycotts of British manufacturers and institutions in India. This campaign electrified the country, broke the fear of foreign rule, and led to mass arrests of satyagrahis. Gandhi, in fact, led the Salt March and had a very political impact. In March 1930, a satyagraha against the British imposed salt tax, led to successful campaign resulting in the imprisonment of over 60,000 people. This particular event called Dandi March, in fact, was advertised and was kind of given a coverage in international media, where people from all over the world in a way got to know that how the entire manifestation of the political ideas and political concepts like satyagraha or non-violence and civil disobedience, how uh, these can be actually made into practice. I mean, that's something like that Gandhi visualized, and Gandhi realized it through his own experiments, and in fact, it became so much success that even imprisonment of over 60,000 people, like in fact, was in a way very very remarkable kind of achievement to say, because British Raj got shaken because of this act of breaking the what is called salt law. Also, if we see, Gandhi's kind of involvement and engagements in the round table conference and also returning to India, Gandhi, maneuvered, in certain way, within the round table conference, as well as also Gandhi found this opportunity of round table conference again to popularize the Indian national movement by meeting the British, officials and citizens, and also, laborers who were already having a strike in many of the, factories in London. In a way, Gandhi went to talk to them, and kind of, also talking about the misery of Indian people, and how it was a shameful act not to give, independence to the Indian people. And in that sense, Gandhi seeing and seizing opportunities, almost in every time and again, negotiations with the British officials, or the mission which came from London to India, to have a dialogue and conversation on the question of right to self determination. Gandhi, kind of uh, gave his full force in those negotiations, so that British Raj could be in a way trapped into those very ideas that what they cherish at home. So, in the round table conference in London, Gandhi attended this conference, and also accepted a truce with Lord Irwin, which is called, Gandhi-Irwin Pact. And also, um, you know, this conference was not that successful, because according to Gandhi, the focus of the conference, and also the Indian nationalists who accompanied Gandhi, the focus of the British government, and was basically the focus on minorities, rather than the transfer of power. The transfer of power here means basically, independence of India. So that was not really in the menu. That was not really in the list of the kind of demands, which will be catered by the British government. So instead, British government, focused on minorities, and it was a ploy. It was a kind of, trick of the British government to woo one community, and kind of, not take into consideration the viewpoints of the other community. And in that sense, kind of, minorities were taken to the center stage, which ultimately, kind of provided certain kind of relief to the British government, because the the Indian nationalist leaders, and particularly those who were providing the leadership, their focus was more on the issue of transfer of power, or independence, rather than the question of minority representation, so on and so forth. So in that sense, this entire round table conference was in a way a failure. And then when Gandhi returns, uh, there's a repression by the British government, and by December 1931, when Gandhi is here, Lord Wellington, the successor to Lord Irwin, actually committed a lot of repression on Gandhi and his comrades. And Gandhi is imprisoned again, but Gandhi regained the initiative through protest and fasting. So Gandhi is in fact in the Yarwada cellular jail, and in and Gandhi starts kind of writing in Young India and Harijan and many other initiatives, newspapers, and also pamphlets. Gandhi is writing from the jail, to basically propagate his ideas and experiments with truth, and also kind of motivating youths. Gandhi also led that what is called campaign against untouchability. I mean, This is one of the area that Gandhi's major focus from 1917 onwards was that to Gandhi, this very idea of untouchability and mistreatment of the people of a Shudra community, that is kind of a blot on the civilization itself. The civilization called India is a large-hearted civilization, and this very untouchability, the practice of untouchability, is a stigma and blot on this entire process. So Gandhi, gave the name to the untouchable communities. These are called, Harijans. The sons of God, right? So in a way, by 1932, while in prison, Gandhi fasted to protest the British decision to segregate untouchables. Now here comes rather is the entry point of Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar, who had a dialogue, who had a debate with Gandhi, which is called Gandhi Ambedkar debate, where Ambedkar put forth, in a very assertive manner to Gandhi by saying that Gandhiji, I have no homeland, right? And Gandhi, of course, is responding by saying that, I am more senior to you and I have a more kind of experience, and in a way, Ambedkar is not very satisfied with the responses of Gandhi, and also Ambedkar is not very satisfied because Gandhi is kind of infantilizing, Ambedkar by saying that when I started talking about these issues, you were not even born, right? And that is something that Ambedkar, was frustrated with, this very infantilization, where one cannot basically say that because I was born before you and hence I know much things. Ambedkar was talking about the experience, and for Ambedkar, Gandhi did not have experience because it is the untouchability, the very purity and pollution of the caste system, which can only be felt through experience, and Ambedkar has felt it. So it's the Ambedkar is the only authentic voice of the Shudra, and Ati Shudra community or untouchable communities. And hence, Ambedkar is leading Mahar movement and various other movements. And of course, parallel, Gandhi is also leading those movements by going into Balmiki bastis and cleaning toilets, and also kind of, Gandhi is saying that, I cleaned, my own toilet, and I taught other people to clean their toilet in South Africa, right? And it's a part of the hygiene and cleanliness that everyone should be doing that, instead of thinking about this is a kind of menial work to do. And hence Gandhi is going to Balmiki bastis and cleaning those bastis, and kind of talking about their upliftment and empowerment, so on and so forth. Uh, but Gandhi's this entire question of untouchability was kind of part and parcel of the very idea called programmatic nationalism, where within the scope of constructive programs, rather, that what Gandhi would be calling Purna Swaraj. So from 1917 onwards, Hindu Muslim unity, this very question of abolition of untouchability, and also khadi, uh, has been a kind of recurring program in the list of constructive program, which ultimately ends with the 18 programs of within the list of constructive program. But um, this untouchability question, in a way, is a very, very prominent question in the very Gandhian campaign to remove untouchability from the society. So Gandhi's campaign led to an alternative electoral arrangement, emphasizing the removal of disenfranchisement of Dalits. So, to some extent, this very idea of the segregation of untouchables, and hence sort of treating them as a separate electorate or communal electorate, those things by 1932, in a way, Gandhi was not in favor of, and hence Gandhi considered that the Dalits are kind of part and parcel of the Hindu religion, and hence disenfranchisement, in a sense, the very idea of separate electorates and other things, that would be leading to kind of segregation, and that will be leading to various kind of social problems, and also animosity against the Dalit communities. So Gandhi started, as I said, that Gandhi started constructive program, and Gandhi resigned from Congress Party in 1934, and the reason behind this entire resignation scenario is that Gandhi believed that its members adopted non-violence as a political expedient. Gandhi wanted non-violence to be part of the social existence, and non-violence is a philosophy which is going to guide the individuals, not in a very narrow-minded political uses. Rather, non-violence is going to kind of be a very holistic philosophy altogether. So, how that non-violence can be inculcated? Uh, for that, Gandhi starts the focus on his constructive program for social and economic upliftment. Uh, by emphasizing on rural education and also fighting untouchability, uh, and within the list of program, Hindu Muslim unity and women education and khadi, and many other kind of questions, like the list goes to even 18 items. Gandhi, established Sevagram as the Center for Social and Economic Initiatives. The Sevagram is located in Wardha, near Wardha, where Gandhi established his ashram, and there he started doing a lot of social and economic initiatives, where Gandhi is propagating this very idea of domestic industries or small scale industries, and Gandhi is in fact writing against all kind of uses of heavy machinery. Uh, Lastly, we have a last phase of Gandhi's life, where what we see is that World War II is already started. Gandhi is leading the Quit India movement, and Gandhi hated fascism, but also opposed war. So Gandhi is unlike this or that. Gandhi is in fact hating both of the violence going from the Hitler's side, or even from the the powers led by United States. So Indian National Congress was open to supporting the British war effort if Indian self-government was assured. But by 1942, what we see is that Sir Stafford Cripps comes to India, and in fact, British equivocation led to Gandhi's demand for an immediate British withdrawal, known as the Quit India movement. Because of these activities, Gandhi is imprisoned in Aga Khan Palace. And then British, kind of reacted harshly to the Quit India movement, and also the entire Congress leadership was imprisoned, like Gandhi, Nehru, right? All these people were confined into, Aga Khan Palace in Pune, and this led to violent outbreaks, which was suppressed, widening the gulf between Britain and India, because Britain wanted to win the war, and India, as a large continental size country, not supporting the war would ultimately lead a disastrous result for British government, and hence the leaders in the freedom movement, when they were talking about British withdrawal, complete uh, British withdrawal, this entire withdrawal process would be taking Britain into a disaster, and hence British government in a way was not very happy with this entire movement. On the screen, you can see it's the bonhomie between these two leaders was really great. Jawaharlal Nehru, and on one side, and then Mahatma Gandhi on the other side. Both the leaders, in a way, had a very different kind of political training and political understanding. Gandhi's activities and experiments, uh, from where Gandhi started, was in South Africa, and Gandhi's understanding of society, comes from the religious teachings, where Gandhi, borrowing all those philosophies from Vaishnavism and Jainism, is a guiding force. And of course, Gandhi is also learning a lot of things from Christianity and Islam, and Gandhi is incorporating those ideas into one very holistic framework of understanding the society, where the idea of religious harmony and also peace and non-violence, all these things are in fact on the platter, and Gandhi is kind of giving the message of peace, for all over the world. I mean, Gandhi uh, says it's an eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. I mean, that's a remarkable kind of statement to make, because uh, for for any kind of violence, the response to the violence is not violence. Right? It's a large-heartedness, the forgiveness, and all these philosophies are guiding Gandhi to lead the social life, as well as the very political understanding comes from the moral teachings. So, in a way, Gandhi is trying to blend morality and politics together, unlike Jawaharlal Nehru, who is trained in a very socialistic, philosophy, where Nehru's understanding is more tilted towards rationalism, scientific temper, and science and technology. Secular, ideas, the separation of religion and state, apart, right? So so Nehru on one side is focusing on kind of centralized economic system, but having a federal kind of features of the Indian state. And Nehru in a way is propagating those ideas of scientific temper by constructing you know by believing in construction of factories and dams and other things, which in a way that Gandhi would not have really favored, considering the fact that when Gandhi is saying that the entire heart of India actually lives in rural areas, but Nehru is building cities like Chandigarh or Bangalore or many other new cities, and also establishing IITs and IIMs, ultimately to provide the expert hands in the development of modern India. So, but what was the common thing? The To my understanding, Gandhi, uh, Gandhi, in fact, at some point of time said that my real hire would be Sri Rajagopalachari, but I would rather go with Nehru, because Nehru is a man of ideas. Nehru is a man of realistic ideas. I mean, Nehru has that statesman like quality. So hence Gandhi chose Nehru over Rajagopalachari. So, but Rajagopalachari had his own kind of positioning within the uh, Indian National Congress, and also in the post-independent India. Of course, he got post. So. So if we do the parallel analysis of Gandhi and Nehru, we see very contrasting kind of features. Yet they kind of discussed and together, and they very passionately listen to each other, and hence the very bonhomie between these two leaders. Uh, so, post-war developments, if we talk about, there's a victory of the Labour Party in Britain in 1945, which marked a new chapter in Indo-British relations. So, prolonged negotiations between Congress, Muslim League, and the British government led to the Mountbatten Plan on June 3, 1947, and the formation of India and Pakistan in August 1947. So, all these developments happened, but uh, the Gandhi was very disappointed because of the communal rights which actually took place because of the partition of India. And Gandhi was in fact disappointed that Indian freedom came without unity. Muslim separatism gained strength during his imprisonment. Communal rights between Hindus and Muslims erupted during the constitutional negotiations in 1946-47. We know about the direct action day and many others in Bengal's massacre, and particularly after the announcement of division of India into two, India and Pakistan, we also see the kind of spree of violence, in Punjab, bordering areas like Punjab on one side, Bengal on the other, right, where there's a transfer of humanity, and in fact also the very loss of humanity. So there's a partition and healing efforts of Gandhi. Despite Gandhi's advice against partition, the subcontinent was divided. Gandhi dedicated himself to healing communal scars, touring riot torn areas, admonishing bigots, consoling victims, and rehabilitating refugees. Gandhi faced criticism from partisans of both communities. And Gandhi went on fast in Calcutta to stop riot in September 1947. Gandhi came to Delhi in January 1948 and kind of convinced Hindus and Muslims to sit together with him. This is the Gandhi having a kind of conversation with an old man in Noah Khali. Noah Khali was again one of the area in Bengal where it saw massive violence and killing of Hindus and Muslims by each other. Then comes the day when Gandhi is assassinated on January 30, 1948. A great man, Mahatma, who is called Father of Nation, was shot dead, on his way to an evening prayer meeting in Delhi. Nathuram Godse, the Hindu fanatic, was the one who shot at Mahatma Gandhi. And Gandhi's efforts for peace and reconciliation in the aftermath of partition showcased his unwavering commitment to nonviolence despite the challenges of communal tensions and hatred. So I tried to take a stock of Gandhi's, a very brief biography. Gandhi cannot be encapsulated into half an hour lecture. Gandhi's entire, personality requires a course on Gandhi. And in fact, I mean, that is of course offered in many of the universities. There's a whole lot of discipline called Gandhian studies, which in a way talks about all nuanced, philosophies of, Ramarajya to aparigraha to self-rule, Swaraj. I mean, the writings on Swaraj is like, monumental size. But nevertheless, having the understanding of Gandhi in Indian national movement is very important, and hence I tried to bring, Gandhi's, biography in a timeline manner, so that you will be able to, understand the very Indian national movement parallel with the very personality who is shaping the national movement altogether. So thank you so much for learning with me very passionately and patiently, and I'm hoping that you all will be benefiting immensely with this course, and you'll be able to achieve in your endeavors. Thank you very much.